Good afternoon, all. So, CFMA. I joined CFMA to bring a more robust person to my company and to the area, but mostly my company. I was new to construction. I needed a network. People need networks. And so that's why I got involved there. Spring Creek, didn't really know what to expect down here. So first impressions, what is with the martini glass? God. But the lesson we learned from the teepees and all that the martini glass has a very important connotation. But I have a couple of sayings that I use a lot. You know, life is not a spectator sport. You know, live life to the fullest. And also, life is about stories. So if you're doing it right, you're probably generating stories. And one of the reasons that I find that to be the case is, like Todd says, it starts with the people. And we have a room full of people here that are varied. You guys tend to be the type of people who live life to the fullest. Very diverse group. Learned a few things about you, and I really appreciate that you guys are just a great bunch of people, you know, and you learn surprising things, and this might be the largest chapter meeting we ever go to. You know, consider this a chapter, more or less. So you take the time and, you know, you figure out that, you know, Wade, being a former hockey player, must have some serious anger management skills. Because, I mean, he's such a mellow guy. And if you need to find 101 uses for carabiners, talk to Alex. He can find that on the web in less time than it takes to say 101 carabiners. But everybody here has got, you know, some unique things to bring to the party. And so, you know, first and foremost, you know, we have a chapter with some pretty active members. I don't know everybody as well there, like as, you know, I know some of you actually. So, you know, what you learn is, well, it starts with the people. And so go back and really start with the people. The second thing is, you know, we learned some techniques to avoid going through the motions, how to get people involved and tied in. And so those, we can use those techniques, I think, and they will work. I think also that when you start with the people and you build trust, the committees or your board is more likely to take some risks and maybe do a topic for a monthly meeting that you haven't done before. Instead of going, yeah, we did this last year, it was pretty good, we'll do it again, you know, we know who to call, you know, and so just little things to stop going through the motions and continue to break new ground, because you have to keep moving forward. So that's, you know, those are some of the things that I've discovered, or perhaps more accurately rediscovered. And so I think what we do, what I will do is, when I go back, is first and foremost, maybe give everybody a chance to speak and say thank you for crying out loud. But I think also, you know, we've talked about giving power to the committees. And to some extent, the committees is where work happens, and the board meeting is where, you know, fun happens. So, oddly enough, you don't get as much participation in the committees as you do in the board. So, to really make, you know, give power to the committees, you have to make fun happen at the committee level and get more people bought in there. So I think that's pretty powerful. Also, use the power of the network. Everybody needs a network. We've got 8 yards around the company, and they all have office managers, and they were sort of islands unto themselves. And one of the things we did is give them, you know, I brought them together once a year and give them a network, and they were empowered. They felt better taking risks or plugging ideas in. So you guys are going to probably regret that you ever met me, because you'll start getting emails and all that kind of stuff. But But the point, I think, is that we have a network. It's a good network. It's pretty powerful. A lot of diverse people, diverse chapters, diverse challenges. But any question I have, somebody in this room probably has an answer. Oh, very powerful. So make sure you look around and see who's handing out the water guns, because we didn't get one. Those guys followed us around everywhere. So Jeffrey figured out who doesn't have a gun. We're going to go. Anyway, and finally, I just wanted to thank you all and say, you all, you came from good homes very clearly, but something happened somewhere along the line. So, but that said, your chapters are lucky to have you, and I'm lucky to admit you.
I got it right here. He's going to do some stand-up dry comedy at his chapter sessions, and I guarantee you're going to get people to laugh. Thanks so much. And I think you nailed it when you said, and statistics prove the higher up you go in an organization, we're more engaged. Once you get down to the functional teams, they're less engaged. Bring that fun, that engagement, those good discussions, those good conversations to your committees, and fun will come up to the top instead of staying at the top. So thanks for sharing, and thanks for everything.
We'll be here all week.
All right.